Hi everyone, hope you're all okay. This is an all signs read, which means I'm going to go through the star signs, starting with Sag, and I'm going to give you about 5 to 10 minutes for each sign. I'm going to be looking specifically at love. Why not? I have done this once before on the channel. I'm going to look at you and a person surrounding you. So I think really, you know, whether you're single or in a relationship or whatever, you can watch this reading because we might see new people coming in, or we might talk about an existing relationship. We'll get what we get, basically. So I'm going to pull cards for you, I'm going to pull cards for them, and then I'm going to look at the energy in between you, and, you know, then I'll describe a situation that I'm seeing, and it may apply to your life, it may not. Check out your various placements, and you will find something that resonates. And you may find different aspects of different signs resonate with you, and you can put them together yourself to make a picture that makes sense for you, okay? Listen to your intuition, as I always say when you're watching these readings, because it is about sitting with yourself and, you know, just hearing what I'm saying about the energies and finding that knowing inside of you as to what your message is, okay? Because I'm pulling on collective energy. So, you know, it is a matter of taking what resonates and leaving the rest, okay? Hopefully it might give you some clarity. We will see. I reckon we should go straight in with Sag then. What do you think? Shall we do it? How am I going to do this? I'm going to use a deck. Oh, by the way, do reverse energies as it applies. I will be looking at you and I will be looking at them, but these collective readings, it could easily swap around. So that's going to be you, that's going to be them, and then the energy between you, I will go to the witches for, I think, but we probably switch things up as we go, but that's how we're going to start. All right, Sag, let's look at you then. Oh, I'm going to write the timings down as I go. Yes, timestamps will be in the description. Sag, let's do this. All right, I'm going to change that now because, okay. All right. I'm absolutely roasting. All right, let's look at you, Sag. What does Sagittarius need to know about love, 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 love? Okay, Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius, please. How's Sagittarius showing up? Let's come out first. Oh, Ten of Swords, Sag. Oh. 2 reversed 4s. A situation has become quite unstable. You are feeling quite unstable because something's come to an end. What a bloody opener. Thanks, universe. I'm sorry, Sag. Something seems to have ended. And it's painful. The Ten of Swords is a painful ending. There's no getting round it. I'm really sorry to see it for you, my loves. For those of you who this is relevant, I'm sorry to see it. You look like you've shut down a bit here, Sag, in all honesty. This is a human reaction. This happens. I'm not going to be like, oh, that's how awful or anything like that. But I just would like to bring your awareness to the fact that that's the energy I'm seeing, because if you are in a sort of shutdown state and you know you're in a shutdown state, then at least you can, when you recognise that, I think it's helpful, because I would say, you know, when we are in a shutdown state, and by what do I mean by shutdown state? Should I explain that? So we can be feeling quite numb when we're shut down. It's something our body does to us basically to keep us safe. We may be having racing thoughts here, actually, Sag. We're not in a great position to be making decisions when we're like this, okay? So if this is resonating, if this is you, you know, recognise that any major decisions, even relating to this relationship or relating to anything, now is not feeling like a good time to be making those decisions. I don't think you're particularly in touch with your emotions at the moment with this 4 of Cups energy. I think you're quite, yeah, disconnected. Oh God, I've got a right knot in my hair. Sorry. Not relevant. Well, it might be relevant. Everything that comes out is relevant. Who knows? Well, maybe you're not taking very good care of your... Yeah, I mean, yes, that can absolutely... Yeah, that's why this happened. You can feel quite depressed when you're in this energy. You know, some people would even argue that that's what depression is. It's a prolonged nervous system response, a prolonged shutdown. Yeah. So you might be feeling quite low at the moment. I'm sorry to see this. I'm sorry to see this. It's not a nice feeling, but this is what the cards do, right? The cards show us life, and life is not always sunshine and rainbows, and you are not always going to get sunshine and rainbows on this channel, because I don't do that bullshit. And I make no apologies for it, because, you know, if we're not being real, what the fuck's the point? Right, let's look at the energy of someone surrounding you, Sag. Sag's person. What's going on with Sag's person? A reversed Hierophant. Yes, that's the end of a commitment. I think this was quite a committed relationship. I think it was possibly a marriage for some of you. I don't know who broke it off. I don't know. Perhaps it's not relevant. Reverse Ace of Wands. The spark went. As far as they're... Yes, and a reverse Queen of Wands. The spark went. The thing is, the spark does go, doesn't it? To a certain extent, that spark can go. Does it mean things should end? Well, you know, there's whole context that I'm not able to pick up on here because I'm not clarifying. I'm not going any deeper. These are quite surface energy reads, but God, there's a lot of sort of pinky red on their side. I just feel that the love is still there. I feel a love off these cards. I don't know how else to say it. It's just so much pink. Look at the colour. You know, when you get that colour running through 3 cards that you pulled for one person, you can't ignore it. It's like the love is there, but something regarding a sort of passion went out. A flame went out, something like that. Let's look at the energy between you. Let's look at the energy between you. 8 of Swords. Okay, that is that shutdown energy that we spoke of already. Oh, 4 more cards, really? Okay. A reverse seven of Wands. Neither of you were getting your needs met in this relationship, I don't believe. It's the 4 of Cups again. So this, this emotional shutdown is on both sides. I think you're both in an energy of sort of trying to be nice to yourselves, trying to look after yourselves, trying to be compassionate towards yourself. Good. And if you're not, Spirit would like you to embrace this energy. And obviously I'm talking to you, Sag, you know, well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm talking to cross watchers as well. Yes, you need to be nice to yourself at the moment, Sagittarius. This shutdown that you're experiencing, which I think is probably accompanied by a sort of really quite low feeling and a feeling of depression. You can't logic your way out of it, my loves. You can't, you know, the 9 of Swords, that's a lot of overthinking as well. 8, 9, 10. Oh God, it's tough. It's tough energy. It's tough. It really is. I think you have to sort of cut yourself a bit of slack for not doing much at the moment. Maybe you feel like you're not achieving much at the moment, because it's hard to achieve stuff when you're in this shutdown energy, you know. It's kind of a natural response. I think the more you cut yourself slack for being in this response, the easier you're going to be able to get out of this energy. You know, that's often the paradoxical thing with difficult feelings. The more we accept them, the more we're able to move through them. Trying to pretend they're not there, trying to positive think our way out of them, doesn't always have the best effect, I don't think. I might just try and have a little look at sort of what? I don't know, but I feel compelled to get another card. It might be a more outcome card. It might be a more advice card. I don't know. I'm sorry for what you've been through, Sagittarius. I keep saying that, but I can just see and feel how painful it is for you. And I try to ask useful questions when I'm doing these readings, which is difficult given the time limit, but what can... I feel like it was quite a mutual decision. I don't think you're exactly left with loads and loads of questions anyway. It feels mutual to me. Maybe slightly more driven by this person who seems to feel some sort of spark has gone out, some sort of spark that they felt was very necessary has gone out. So, I mean, that is interesting, isn't it? Because you're probably wondering, can the spark be relit? I think it's an interesting situation that I'm feeling that the spark's gone out, because it feels like a long-standing connection to me. So, that ending of the honeymoon period, I feel like this is a relationship that has gone through that ending of the honeymoon period. It's not like you've just been dating like a few months and that initial excitement's worn off. It doesn't feel like that. And yet we're still having this sort of passion and energy has nowhere to go. Anything else for Sagittarius? I'm just going to leave it wide open, to be fair. I feel absolutely compelled to get you another card, but I don't really know why. Anything else for Sagittarius, please? Oh, that's the Eight of Swords again in reverse. Nice. Yes. This energy of shutdown that's between you, it's on its way out. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, yes. This reinforcing what I've already said, because the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy. So this Eight of Swords has come out again. When it's in reverse, it feels like the energy's on its way out. And I think it's saying, it's horrible. It's a tough energy to be in. It's a horrible energy to be in. It's my, it's my least favourite card in the deck, save this Ten of Wands probably. The paradoxical thing about this energy sometimes is the harder you try to do something about it, the worse it gets trying to, the more swords you think up to surround yourself with, as in like logical thoughts. It's on its way out. I believe it's on its way out. I don't think you feel like it's on its way out because it's happening so slowly. Spirit wants you to be rest assured that this too shall pass. I know it's cheesy as fuck, but it's exactly what I'm seeing. You are not going to feel like this forever, Sagittarius. Slowly but surely you will climb out of this Eight of Swords energy, alright? Bless you. I hope that made some sort of sense for you. I hope that was helpful. Let's move on to Aries now. Do subscribe, by the way, if you like the way I read. Like the video if you got something out of it and all that. It helps the algorithms. Oh, I've got a lot of cards to put back. This is going to be a long one, isn't it, hey? I mean, I've started off with a lengthy one. Normally they just get longer as I go. But... Right, Aries, 1440, 1448. Right, Aries, how are you showing up in this, I don't know, in love. In love, 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 love. Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. A 5 of Cups. A kind of sideways star. Ooh, a reverse King of Pentacles. I think I'm looking at an Aries whose heart's quite shut off at the moment. It's all cheery today on the channel. Yeah. Let's look at the person surrounding you. You're healing. You are healing it. There's not much sort of generosity of heart at the moment for you. There's not much generosity of outward expression. I feel like your heart's broken, my love. And this healing in the star came out sideways. That's my only thing. Came out sideways. I think you're just tentatively entering into that energy of the star, of that, you know, the star comes after the tower, so something quite dramatic might have happened here. It looks like a separation to me, you know, this is emotional loss. A bit of a blow up. I think this might have been a bit of a blow up here. I don't know if it's a permanent separation or what, but there's a sense of emotional loss here anyway. And I feel like you're just taking a breather with this star card, and you're just entering into this energy of, okay, the storm, it's like a climax has been reached. There's been a build-up of energy, and it's sort of hit, I don't know, it's a bit explosive. It feels like you're sort of resting after something a bit explosive. You're just taking a breather now, and sort of hunkering down. This reverse King of Pentacles, I'm not seeing much generosity going outwards towards anybody else, you know, in terms of time, effort, love, money, whatever. Effort. Yeah, let's look at someone surrounding you. Reverse energies as it applies, by the way. I know I'm doing you and them, but I still would like to keep the focus on you, because I don't think it's overly healthy to go totally digging underneath someone else's energy loads. So I want to give you enough so that you know it's your reading. But yeah, all right. Aries person, please. They are they're a King of Cups. They're a 3 of Cups. But they're a 6 of Swords. What? Oh, Aries, what happened, my loves? Because this King of Cups and this 3 of Cups is really beautiful emotional expression. This person loves you. Something happened. Oh, this person loves you. They're comfortable with their feelings. They are able to be vulnerable. That flow of emotion coming from them is beautiful. 6 of Swords. They want to be with you. Someone walked away, but this is in reverse. There's not an acceptance of it being over. I don't think it was them that walked away. I think this is basically them saying, turn that boat back round, Aries, please. I love you, turn that boat back round. I think something caused you to shut your heart off from this person who loves you, Aries, or you are in the process of your heart being you're turning your back on this person. Why are you turning your back on this person? You see how this person's facing that way, and King of Pentacles, King of Cups. This could be a same-sex situation, by the way. Oh God, I think it was just felt too good to be true. I think you just felt too good to be true, and you ended up feeling really ungrounded and possibly unsafe. Let's look at the energy between you. Reverse Knight of Swords, flighty energy. Oh, Five of Swords. Aries, you're killing me. You didn't feel quite as able to be vulnerable as them. It's almost like their openness of expression and their vulnerability scared you. And there's an energy of sabotage here. I have to say what I see, and only can I hope that it's helpful to you. Anything else on the energy? There's a flighty energy with this reverse Knight of Swords. Some anger may have been brought up, and obviously society, you know, even in fucking spiritual communities, anger gets labelled as low vibe and something which should be avoided. I can test that. If you feel anger, you feel anger. It's what you do with it that counts. And actually, this notion of it being low vibe is half the fucking problem. You have to feel it. But anyway, the exact details, I don't know. Something difficult came up from your depths, Aries, and it triggered you. Essentially, it triggered a flight response. Your generosity of expression ended, but your heat. I think to a certain extent you're aware of this, hopefully more aware of it now. I don't know, that's the whole point of these readings. And this healing, there is healing happening on your end. So anything else between them? What's the energy between them? The moon reversed. Yes, this is what I mean about stuff coming up from your depths. I've already said it. So maybe we should pull a card for advice. Any advice for Aries, please? Not that I'm the biggest advice giver, but we'll pose it as a question and you take it if it applies and don't if it doesn't. If it triggers you, though, be mindful of that. Your King of Cups is reversed. They're showing up as an upright King of Cups. You're showing, yeah. You've shut your heart down to this person. And it looks to me like they love you. And any more advice, please? Ten of Wands. Oh. Reverse Seven of Pentacles, the honeymoon periods. Oh God, the amount of times I get the 6 and 7 of Pentacles out next to one another is unbelievable. It's the honeymoon period has ended in this relationship. I think maybe you've not been together all that long. Let me do a time check on this. These readings are not going to be short, are they? My camera will probably make me put them together. How long have Aries and their person been together? How long have Aries and their person been together? 6 years. You may have known each other 6 years. Oh, it's the 6 of Pentacles again. You may have known each other 6 years. I don't believe you've been together 6 years, but it could be for some of you. 7 of Cups, so that would be 7 months. 7 months. That feels right to me. Ace of Cups. Yes, you started with your Ace of Cups with this person 7 months ago. About 7 months. I don't know. That's just for some of you. From the 6 to the 7. From the 6 to the 7, we hit a wall. The honeymoon period, the infatuation period, the honeymoon period is wearing off, let's say, and therefore the sort of reality of what it means to be in a relationship is setting in. The reality of the difficulties that can arise when you relate to another person, they are setting in, these difficulties, and it's overwhelming. Yes, you became overwhelmed. I was asking for advice though. Sorry, there's something on my face that's pissing me right off. I'm so sorry. I'm mad. I don't know what it is. Anyway, overwhelm. Advice. Okay, well, I think the best advice that's coming through really is just helping you to recognise that this is what is happening, because I think maybe you don't understand why you've shut your heart off to this person. You don't understand why you've turned your back on them, while you're no longer able to give them that generosity of time, generosity of expression, that effort. It's like you've stopped putting effort in, and I think you're probably even yourself wondering why, and that's why this is coming up in your advice cards, because it's telling you you've hit that certain point in the relationship where all the lovely fuzzy newness, novelty chemicals have worn off, and it's like shit's got real. And it's a bit, it's sort of normal, by the way, for that to happen. And it's normal to, at that point, find things a bit difficult, and need to have some really honest conversations about how we grow this. And I believe that's a little bit what you've shut down to, because it requires vulnerability in a way that's scary. And, that's why your King of Cups is in reversed here, because it's scary, especially if you are with someone who appears to me to be being very open, being very vulnerable. And I feel that you're almost sort of uncomfortable with that. Okay, all right, I'm going to leave it there for you, Aries. I hope you're okay. Thanks for, letting me read your cards. Not that you exactly... Ow! Oh, shit. Oh, Aries, that hurts. Oh, the pain. Fuck me. I don't know how I do that so often, but it's not uncommon for me to bloody bang my limbs on my own desk. The reversed Hermit. Yeah, you've shut down, Aries. Anyway, you're probably gone. Oh, I quite enjoy doing these you and them reads, I've got to say. Okay, we're on to Leo, 2716. Oh my goodness, these readings are not short. Leo, let's look at you first. Four of Cups is showing its face. It didn't fall, so I won't take it, but we'll see if it comes out again. I do feel like I get the Four of Cups for you quite a lot. Leo, how are you showing up? Leo? Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm sniffly. Nine of Wands reversed, Knight of Cups, and an Ace of Pentacles. That's interesting. I'll be honest, I don't quite know what to make of that, and I have the urge to just get all the cards out before I start chatting shit. It's a bit contradictory. The Knight of Cups suggests an openness towards, I'm going to say towards something new. The Nine of Wands. Can you build a Knight of Cups on a Nine of Wands? Can you? The Nine of Wands is in reverse, so ooh, the Lovers. So perhaps with that Nine of Wands, you are moving out of that energy. I'm sorry, I'm really sniffling. It's kind of gross. Some tissues all the way over there. Let's look at someone surrounding you then, whoever wants to show up. Leo's, whoa, alright. Leo's person, the Seven of Cups. Confusion on their end. Eight of Wands reversed. Someone wants to talk to you, but they're not. Eight of Cups. I mean, this does look like someone walking away from you, Leo. Especially given, the way the cards have ended up on my table. She has actually got her back to you, if you get me. Two eights. August might be significant for you. I don't know why. Well, apart from that, it's probably your birthday because you're a Leo, but August last year, I guess, could be significant to you. That's with 2 8s coming up. So the energy between these two people, please. Oh, a reverse Knight of Wands. Oh, God. Neither of your actions are lining up with your thoughts or your feelings, so that's good, isn't it? 6 of Wands. A reverse 4 of Cups. I knew that 4 of Cups was going to show its face again. And Temperance. Fuck me. Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Impossible, impossible. Why does it? This feels impossible. God, that's good, isn't it? Great, great, great. Thank you, Miss Online Tarot Reader. That's really helpful. 4 of Cups in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Temperance. I love Temperance in a love reading. I do. This is fucking complicated. We're not going to get to the bottom of this in a 10-minute read, are we? This is crazy. Temperance, I believe. You may feel like this connection is or was divinely guided in some way. How that showed up for you in reality? Various ways. You may have had a lot of synchronicities and shit like that with this person. It remains. I want to say it remains divinely guided. I don't know why I want to say that, but that's what, because it's in your current energy. It's Temperance. Temperance in a love reading is everything. I mean, there's the idea here of you wanting to offer a cup of love towards this person. But it's almost like, I mean, you're not in this full Knight of Cups energy. I know it's upright, but you're not. Not with the surrounding cards, you're just not. Would I want to say fear of rejection? Would I want to say that? Something like that. It's like, you know, this person wants an Ace of Pentacles, right? Do you feel you can give them an Ace of Pentacles? I don't think so, because it's in reverse, and because I just don't think so, because that's the way it's coming through. So it's like you want to offer them a cup, but you don't think your cup's good enough. Because underneath it, it's like there's not enough solidity. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, by the way, but that's just by the by. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Overwhelm. I do feel that you've somewhat come out of this energy of overwhelm, Leo. It's in reverse. But it's still there somewhat. It's still there somewhat. It's just very difficult not to clarify this reading because the surface is a little confused, you might say, and there's obviously quite a lot of depth to this, and it's obviously some sort of big fucking deal because if the Temperance card is here, the Temperance card doesn't show up for shits and giggles. You were definitely meant to be in each other's lives, I can tell you that. I mean, I am allowed to do a bit of clarification. I have done for the other signs. So let's ask why you were meant to be in others' lives. I don't even know if you're together. I don't. I sense not, because this person has stopped emotionally investing I mean, this is a breakup card for me often, and it often in the 3D does quite literally translate into actual breakup. And also there's this idea of them wanting to communicate with you but not doing so, with the 8 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, sorry, I don't know if this has really in any way been the most helpful reading for you, Leo. So what can I do? I can only say what I see. They're considering options. This other person is considering options. I just think the 7 of Cups is hilarious at the moment to me, because it just reminds me of bloody internet dating, swiping left, swiping right. You know, so that yeah. Oh, goodness. What I will say is, there's an energy between you with this King of Wands in reverse of kind of, and with the 6 of Wands to a certain extent, of sort of, there's a motivation that's not translating into action, or there's a desire that's not translating into action. You see how his arms are crossed? It's like, whatever. I feel like you're both just sat there, you're like, whatever. Yeah. The thing with these connections that are divinely guided, where you might have had lots of synchronicities, it's always a bit of a mystery as to why, because it doesn't mean longevity. It does not automatically mean longevity. And of course an Ace of Pentacles is lending itself towards longevity, and it feels to me that that's perhaps what this person wants, because the person on this side, you, is sort of going, I can only give them this, and I can't give them this. So yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they want, but I think you think they want this anyway. But yeah, I can't tell. Not in a 10-minute reading. I can't tell. But I will ask, why are you in each other's lives, or were you in each other's lives, or whatever, because it's obvious to me that you were meant to be forever, but meant to be in each other's lives. I mean, maybe you were meant to be forever. I've got no idea. So let's ask that. Yeah, that seems like the most useful thing that I can get for you from all of this. Lack of, yeah, God. Not straightforward. This isn't a straightforward connection. Ace of Cups reversed. 4 of Swords. Healing. Healing through love. I don't know. Oh my God. You are killing me. And I tell you, Devil on the bottom of the deck. This particular Temperance card is just massive to me. Oh my God. The Ace of Cups is reversed. There's something about healing here. 4 of Swords is quite a personal energy of healing, though. It's not necessarily sort of healing each other, but all I can say is I think probably you were meant to point out to each other where healing was required. And the universe, you know, I don't know what your beliefs are, but I have mine, and so obviously they come out in the readings. So, you know, reject it if it doesn't sit with your values, reject it. But to a certain extent, the universe did orchestrate this. Yeah, advice. Let me give you some advice. Advice for Leo in this connection, please, because you seem to want to offer a cup of love. Advice, please. Advice for Leo. 6 of Swords. That is a very much... Oh, God. I always say turn that boat back around when I see the 6 of Swords. With the 6 of Swords, we so often see a boat and it's someone leaving. And when it's in reverse, it's like the boat wants to turn round. I don't know. But particular to this 6 of Swords card, there is that idea of healing. past trauma, looking at past trauma, understanding your own triggers, understanding your own behaviour. Yeah. I think there's the idea of this relationship has taught you a little bit about who you are, and the advice with this coming through like this, it's a case of making sure you take those lessons, I guess, and yeah, and that'll help you understand your own behaviour better, and that should be your focus, I think, your own behaviour rather than the behaviour of someone else, which is kind of my whole vibe on this channel anyway. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you, Leo. I hope that made some sort of sense. I'm sorry that was a bit scrappy. The energies were a bit scrappy. I don't know, what can I do? God, it's like the Sag reading was so smooth as well, and I was like, this is going to be nice, this is going to be easy, and then I hit you, Leo. Right, Virgo, 4111. Okay, what's going on with you, Virgo? Let's knock that Leo energy out. Let's just do a bit of cleansing. Oh, I hope you're all right, Virgo. Yes, we needed that. The Leo energy was insane. All right, Virgo. How is Virgo showing up in love? 4 cards for you. A reverse 3 of Wands. You're longing for someone. You're anticipating someone. It's not the best energy when it's in its reverse. Reverse Lovers, reverse Emperor, reverse 8 of Pentacles. What are all these reversals for you, Virgo? I actually don't love them. Energy of anticipation, of longing, of expectation. It looks to me like you've been through a breakup recently with the reverse Lovers. You're potentially quite emotionally detached at the moment, I have to say it, with the reversed Emperor. There's this idea of doing work on yourself with this 8 of Pentacles that you're not quite fully embracing, Virgo. I think you know it needs to happen, but you're not quite embracing it. Fair enough. Because you're a bit shut down with that Emperor. Fair enough. I'm not going to bloody just tell you to snap out of it. What use would that be? You know? It happens. It happens. All right, let's look at your person, Virgo. Let's look at your person. Person surrounding Virgo, please. A 2 of Cups. A Page of Cups. And a reverse 6 of Wands. What's that all about? Might just get one more. There's a dreamy energy about this. Just give me more on that 2 of Cups, please, for Virgo's person. Crossed by a Fool. Literally came out crossing it. 9 of Wands reverse. On the bottom of the deck. Let's look at the energy between you. The Lovers in reverse tells me you're not together. The 2 of Cups, I don't know. They may be trying to move on. Yes. I think that's it. I think that's why it's come out like this. Let's look at the energy between you. Energy between you. Page of Swords. There's a curiosity, I don't know. Some sort of curiosity between you still. In a sense, I think it's more coming from this side just because of the way the cards are oriented. Yeah, this is suspended. There's not... Oh, and a reverse Two of Cups. Oh, I see. I mean, yes, you two definitely aren't together. This person that you come to this reading to inquire about, this connection is non-active, put it that way. The Hanged Man to me suggests it's not over, but nothing is happening. Feels like it's over. You've got a reverse Lovers, Virgo. It's over as far as you're concerned. Between you, you do have a reverse Two of Cups. There's been a break here. That Two of Cups in their energy is interesting. I can't... They're maybe actively seeking someone new. I think they are. I think they're actively seeking someone new. With the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups like that. The only problem is... and the Fool. New. Something new. It's almost like they're trying to recreate what they had with you. I'm going to say it, Virgo. I'm sorry. I don't like giving people false hope. And I don't... That's the way it's coming through. They are trying to seek something new with this Page of Cups here. You know, they're not looking in your direction with that. They're not. It's dreamy, though. It's a dreamy energy. It doesn't feel that realistic. Six of Wands. The card of success. It's in reverse. It's... There's just a certain... There's just a certain energy of ego about this reverse Six of Wands. And it's kind of... No, I'm going to clarify that. Tell me more about this Six of Wands, please. Tell me more about this Six of Wands. There's just the idea of wanting to win. I don't know what that means. The Tower. Fuck me. This energy is not going to serve them well. Yes, there's only so much I can do with a sort of surface level read like this. And I'm not too fussed about obsessing over other people's energies anyway, but of course I have to give you enough to work out if it's your reading, and energies can be reversed anyway, so I do need to pay attention to both sides. It doesn't make sense to just look at you, of course it doesn't, because we're connected to everything. But this person, I just feel they're in dreamland. I don't know, they're in dreamland. They're seeking out someone to replace you. I don't think it's going to serve them well. I've got a feeling they're kind of in between dreamland and coming crashing back down to earth. There's a sense of them coming... See how this person's flying, dreaming? There's a sense of them coming crashing back down to earth via the some sort of the universe is going to orchestrate something, I think, or is orchestrating something to bring them back down to earth. You know, and that is for their own long-term benefit, by the way. Yeah. You, Virgo, though... I feel like you are longing for them. You're anticipating... I'm just looking at how this has come out next to the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords can be a little bit of communication. I feel like you're maybe anticipating hearing from them. Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck, or hoping might be the more accurate term. I'm going to ask how we can get this Eight of Pentacles energy upright for you, because I think that would serve you well. You recognise that you need to sort of hunker down and do work on yourself, but it hasn't moved really beyond recognizing yet and turned into action, especially with this Emperor in reverse. So, and I'm not having a go at you because, you know, these relationships, they have a bodily effect on us, and our body drives the way we feel and the way we act, and we have to, I do believe we have to work with it quite gently. There's no point just screaming at ourselves to get over shit, you know. If it was a lover's connection, and it looks like it was, you know, we've got the Two of Cups out twice, we've got the Lovers out, like, this was obviously of great significance to you, my loves, and, you know, just moving on, oh, it's caused you, you know, so you've got a sense of emotional loss, a sense of emotional pain, and of course with this Five of Cups, we always see those Two of Cups that we were speaking about, you know, behind the person. Like, you feel like you've left a Two of Cups behind. A Two of Cups is kind of a soulmate bond. You feel like that's what you've left behind, and that's not easy. You can't just bloody shout at yourself to get on with it. You've got to be gentle with yourself. Anyway, yes, let's ask how to get this Eight of Pentacles upright, because it would serve you well. Eight of Pentacles energy is, you know, consistent, and I would say in this context, consistent care of yourself, consistent daily tasks that build your energy, kind of, and your confidence, and yeah. How can we get this Eight of Pentacles energy upright for Virgo, please? Seven of Swords and a Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're not being honest with yourself here, Virgo, perhaps about your hopes, about the hopes that you had with this person, because the Ten of Pentacles is, you know, building a home together, building a life together in a practical sense. So perhaps with this Seven of Pentacles in Seven of Swords, Jesus Christ, in reverse, because that often is self-deception. It feels like self-deception. I think you're not being honest with yourself, that perhaps you truly had hoped that you could have had a Ten of Pentacles with this person, you know, something with longevity, something with stability, something with safety, and something that worked well in the 3D, you know, in terms of practicalities. Yeah, so admitting that to yourself is probably going to help you move through these feelings, all right? I know you all want to, it's difficult with these readings, because I know there's so many bloody tarot readings out there, and like, yeah, he's coming back, and I know you probably want me to pull cards on that, but I think the most healthy thing for you to do is to concentrate on getting that Eight of Pentacles upright, really. It's a collective reading. There's only so much I can do regarding predictions and outcomes, okay? Because there's free will involved, and I don't know. Where are we at with time? Is there anything else I could ask for you? Page of Swords is interesting. Yeah, you know, I do feel you're both thinking about one another still. Page of Swords energy can, because it's curiosity, but sometimes that energy of curiosity can become quite destructive and obsessive. Let me just pull a card on that Page of Swords energy. Tell me more about this Page of Swords energy, please, for Virgo. Seven of Cups reverse. Dreamy. Is that dreaminess again? Oh my god. I don't know if you... Oh, it's got a feeling of remote viewing about it, I'll be honest. So I don't know if some of you can do that, but yeah. Yeah. You or them? Them. Feels like them. Or they might have got readings on you in that case, because remote viewing's a bit far out, isn't it? It can't be quite... I mean, that's the translation for some of you, but I'm just trying to translate this energy for others of you. Yeah, I would say... Oh, they could be literally dreaming about you. Or, okay, they could be deliberately dreaming about you, and because this Page of Swords is about finding answers and is about curiosity, so... and Seven of Swords is that dreamy astral energy, so they're... trying to actively like meditate on you, or they've been getting readings on you, or trying to speak to their spirit guides about you, or trying to get more in contact with their higher selves to fathom stuff. Oh, I'm exhausted just thinking about it, Virgo. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there for you. That could be vice versa, by the way. It could be you that I was speaking about. I don't know. It seemed more from their end just because of the orientation of the cards. But alright, Virgo. Well, I hope you're okay, and I hope that did help you in some way. I just hope you felt heard more than anything, because, you know, breakups are tough. I hear you. Believe me, I hear you. Right. There's no good pretending they're not. That's the thing. There's no good pretending they're not. Let's now look at Taurus. We are on 55. Oh my god, these readings are crazy long. Okay, Taurus, how are you showing up? Taurus. What's going on for Taurus? Taurus, how is Taurus showing up in love, please? How is Taurus showing up in love? How is Taurus showing up in love? Thank you. A Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, a Knight of Cups. A Queen of Wands reversed, slight lack of confidence. Oh, this is all nice though. Overall, this is lovely. Let's get some cards for them. Things might be turning around for you in love, actually, just recently, just now. You might have found someone that you want to offer your cup of love to. But you're feeling a little bit underconfident in that offering with the Queen of Wands in reverse. However, there is a lovely warm energy here. And I feel that I know it's here on your side, but it feels like it's kind of between you. So that's just because it's the Three of Pentacles, and it is that energy of collaboration. You certainly feel like you're able to sort of collaborate with this person. It may be a case that you have a friend who you've had a sort of established friendship with. Oh no, I don't know why I said established. Actually, new. It's not new, but it's not necessarily totally old either, if you know what I mean. But someone who you previously just saw as a friend, it's like you might be looking at them more romantically now, but you're not very confident in your offering towards them. You don't know if your cup would get rejected. Moon on their end, Two of Pentacles. Oh goodness. They are unsure about you. I have to be honest. They're unsure about you. What else for Taurus's person? A High Priestess. What does their instinct say? Their instinct says reverse King of Swords. Oh no. Oh no, Taurus. Okay, let's look at the energy between you. Let's get some cards for the energy between you. Why can't you can't really see my cards too good today? There we go, that's better. Oh god, I should have done that a bit ago. The Moon and the High Priestess. Wow, that's secretive. They're not in touch with their higher self. They're not in touch with their soul. They are unsure, but they're unsure, but because they're not in touch with their inner depths, with themselves. This is secrets. There's an area of secrets and denial about this. They could well secretly feel the same way as you, Taurus. Connection between you. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Oh, you could work together. Or you could at least have very similar hobbies. Oh, the High Priestess between you as well. Oh, that's two black cats that have shown in these cards now. One on the Queen of Wands, one on the High Priestess. And I will say the High Priestess doesn't always have a black cat, do they? Does they? I mean, it's not unusual for a Queen of Wands too, but cats might be relevant to you. Black cats specifically. One or both of you may have a black cat. I gotta say it. Ravens, 2 ravens as well, and then reverse. The truth is not apparent. The truth of this situation is not apparent. There's a lot of hidden feelings here on both sides. Yeah. You both may be trying to distract yourself from your feelings, but I think this Eight of Pentacles is more about saying that you work together, or you have very similar hobbies. You may even go to a group together, like a social group together or something like that. Okay. Ten of Swords though, what's that all about? And a reverse Queen of Pentacles. There's practical... something's getting in the way of this connection in terms of practical considerations, I believe. I think energetically, sort of in the 5D, there's a sense of connection, but it's not translating into the 3D somehow. There's a lot of, I would say more so on their end, there's a sense of denial, secrecy around their feelings towards you. Let me just see what's underneath that moon. Let me just ask what's underneath that moon. What's underneath this moon for this person surrounding Taurus? Ooh, reverse Knight of Swords and reverse King of Wands. Oh, that's a desire to come towards you with passion. They have... oh God, look, you're showing up as a Queen and King of Wands, but you're both in reverse. There's quite a push-pull. Oh, with that moon and the tides, there's a push-pull about this energy. Oh my goodness, Taurus. Queen of Wands and King of Wands as a couple, they have their difficulties. They can be very magnetic, and then they can repel each other. In and out, in and out. There could have been a lot of in and out. I don't mean sex. Well, there could have been. Yeah, there definitely could have been. Because that Knight of Swords is so flighty. Fear is causing a flightiness. That moon also represents fear. There's a lot of denial of feeling, but there's fear as well, particularly on this side. Fear of their own feelings. I don't know if there's some practicalities on this side of this person cementing this in the 3D, if you know what I mean. It's a surface read. I can only do so much with the time I've got, but they're not aligning with their own selves. I get the impression there may be someone else. There's some sort of practical consideration that's disallowing their expression of feeling, expression of desire. It's disallowing any communication towards you. Are you communicating at the moment? I don't believe you're communicating at the moment. If you are, it's only small bits and bobs. There's just practical stuff that's getting in the way. Other commitments, distance, I don't know. It's like a soul connection that's not translating very well into 3D. You're more confident in your love towards them than they are. I feel that you know how you feel about them. You're not confident in the expression of it, but you're confident in the feeling of it, if that makes sense. That's what's coming across here. And you want to change things. You've got a real desire to change things up here, and really you want to be on their team. You want to grow together. You feel that if you came together, you'd be more than the sum of your parts. You feel like this has got it all, apart from what swords. Swords is missing on your side. And Cups is missing on their side, you see. Cups being emotion, swords being logic. So their cups, I believe, are buried. I don't know. I can't see any cups, right? So I can't say they love you. I can't say they don't love you. There's so much secrecy and denial and burial here. They probably do, to be fair, but I can't call it on such a short reading. You'll know better than me anyway. You have a love towards them that's much more at the surface, much more known. Certainly known to you, whether I don't know if it's known to them, because there's a lack of confidence and expression of it, but not in the feeling. I think you are a bit afraid to express it to them because you fear their rejection. And their rejection would not be based really on their true feelings. And this rejection may have happened. Their rejection is based on they're not in touch with themselves. And I'm not having a go at them. I don't think they're a bad person or a terrible person. They're not coming through like that. But yeah. So shall we look at advice for you? Let's get a bit of advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus, please. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus, please. The Hermit. Yeah, the Emperor. Ooh. Father of Swords upright. Yeah, Emperor. It would appear now is not the time for action. It's a bit contradictory though, isn't it? Virgo season. Virgo season may be the time for action. I don't think the time for action is now. You may... It feels like coming out your shell a bit. There's a feeling of like being scared to come out your shell. I feel like... Because the Emperor does take action. But I'm not feeling the idea of action right now being a great idea. I feel like something's going to shift in Virgo season, which is September-ish. And I think the advice to you is until then to sort of sit tight. The Hermit's very wise. It's about discovering your own wisdom. Okay? Yeah. And also the Emperor here is feeling quite practical and quite grounded, actually. Quite sturdy and stable. Which I think is good. So I think it's saying, like, you know, continue to embrace that stability within yourself, so that this is telling you how to turn this Queen of Wands upright. This whole thing, this advice bit is telling you how to turn this Queen of Wands upright. But it's about knowing yourself well enough that what you are offering with this Knight of Cups is correct and the right thing for you to offer. You're not making crazy offers that you can't substantiate, okay? And then with this Emperor, it's having the confidence that if you are rejected, if you are knocked back, you have the confidence to stand, your groundedness and the confidence to, you know, still be able to stand tall. So that's it. That's it. The advice is all about finding your confidence. Oh, glad we got there in the end. Taurus, thank you very much for being here. And I hope that helped you in some way. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already and all that jazz. Right, let's now move on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, how are we doing? Capricorn 109. I cannot believe how long these readings have turned out. All right, Capricorn. Oh, I'm so hot. Capricorn, how is Capricorn showing up in love, please? Oh, the Empress. Capricorn, I would love to be you right now. We're reverse King of Pentacles. Nah, whatever. It's a bit contradictory. And a Four of Cups. What the hell's going on here, Capricorn? There's a quiet confidence about you here, Capricorn. You know what you've got to offer is good. You know you've got a lot to offer. Ooh, am I doing these the other way around? I am, aren't I? Oh, okay. So there could be a lot of cross watchers here. And particularly for this reading, the energy reversal that we always say, you know, we always say reverse energies as apply, but it very much might be a thing here that many of you may have to reverse the energies because for some reason I picked up the decks and did it differently. And what about Capricorn's person, please? What can you tell me about Capricorn's person? A reverse Knight of Wands. Oh yeah, the Fool. The Six of Swords. Rightio. Okay, so this other person of and the Empress in reverse. Yeah, they can't match you, can they? They can't match you, and you're getting bloody fed up with it because you know you're awesome and you know you've got a lot to offer a connection. But yeah, this person's energy is in and out. They're not consistent. They may be very passionate when they're in, so to speak. The sex might be amazing, but you want more. And at the moment they're out, by the way, with this Six of Swords. At the moment they have left. It's almost like they're trying to search something new. I don't think this person is particularly a person who values monogamy. Certainly not at the moment. It would seem they don't want you and only you. They want you and whoever else they can get. You're getting fed up with it with the Four of Cups, and I don't blame you because you're an Empress. You're an Empress. Empresses do not fuck about with Knights of Wands. They certainly don't fuck about with reverse Knight of Wands. You know, it might have been fun for a while, but you're just like, no thank you, because you want stability. King of Pentacles upright is stability. You want stability. This person is not offering you stability. All right, Capricorn, let's look at the energy between you. Reverse Two of Swords. Yes, there's tension between you. There's tension between you, a bit of stalemate. You may be arguing, actually. See, Two of Swords is kind of confusion, but I'm not quite sure about that confusion because I think this person, well, there's confusion, it's on their end, because I think you are quite self-aware and you are quite aware of the dynamic and you seem to be quite aware of who they are. It may be them that's confused. That might be more on their end because you look like you're pretty sorted here. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. An Eight of Wands. Yeah. And a reverse Page of Cups. I'm not going to say there's no love, right? That's not quite right, but the emotional expression, it's just not there in the way that you desire. They have different ideas of what this is and should be than you, but I think there's recognition of this, so yeah. I do think there's active communication between you at the moment. I thought that with the Two of Swords anyway, and now the Eight of Wands has cropped up, so it does appear like you are actively communicating at the moment. And it feels like it might be quite fiery, quite passionate. You know, you may be having physical contact with them as well at this time. But oh, by the way, do watch out for an unplanned pregnancy. If you don't want to get pregnant, please take precautions. Just saying. I hope I'm not too late on that message, but. Yeah, they can't even offer you a little, you know, a page is such a small offering. I don't even think you're asking for a lot, to be honest, even though you should ask for a lot because you're an Empress. This was in reverse. They can't even show up with the smallest offering of love. I mean, yeah, a Page of Cups is all right when you see it at the beginning of something, you know, as a start, but this isn't that. This is... Yeah, you want them to show up as a king or an emperor, and they're showing up as a page, and they're not even showing up as a page very well. Do you know what I mean? This energy between you, it's too small. It's too small for an Empress. You know? And all my I just want to say that I think all my viewers are awesome and they're all empresses, but like in this particular context, in this particular situation, you are showing up as an empress, which just tells me that you want something a bit deeper, a bit more emotionally involved, and they're not offering it you. So at the moment they seem to have walked away. I would say that you're probably in the energy where you're quite happy to let them walk away. Let me see if I can get anything else for you. Any advice, please, for Capricorn? Yeah. Sorry about that. Advice for Capricorn, please. Advice for Capricorn. Four of Swords. There is something about you that needs healing that perhaps means you're putting up with this situation more than you should be. It's not the best way of wording it. I don't know if you've got yourself... Ooh, Ace of Cups. I don't know if you've been in this situation a few times with a few different people. I'm not sure if this is something that keeps repeating for you. Anyway... You're an empress. You're a bloody empress. But there's something in your energy that's not quite not quite accepting of your own empressness, your own awesomeness, your own value. Thank you. Your own value. You almost don't think you're worthy of better than this. Even though you desire it. You know you desire it, but then you're like, yeah, but who would offer me that? It's no one would offer me that. I'm not... Yeah, there's something there. There's something there that if you learn about yourself and sort of try to heal that thinking, it's like a worthiness wound, I guess. Yeah. Not thinking you're worthy of love. That's that Ace of Cups. This person isn't really offering you any cups, and it's almost like you think you're not worth that offer of cups. Yeah. So there's Five of Cups, emotional loss. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there for you, Capricorn. I hope that makes sense. Cool. Let's move on to Aquarius. God, so many cards to get rid of. Replace. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I might just pause the video actually and pause the video and get a glass of water. Hang on. Right, Aquarius, I'm back. Let's get you some cards for how you are showing up. How's Aquarius showing up, please? How's Aquarius showing up in love? You're showing up as a reverse Queen of Wands, not very confident. A reverse Star and a reverse Nine of Wands. Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I think you're maybe not very confident what you actually want at this time. Yes, because the Star is your wish. Yeah, but you don't know what that is. I'm looking at an Aquarius who doesn't know what they want. Reverse energies as it applies, obviously. Do you even want love? I don't know. Presumably, else you wouldn't be watching this reading. Although I don't think you're sure. Person or energy surrounding Aquarius, please. Reverse Six of Cups, someone from your past. King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Someone surrounding you is anxious, and I think they're thinking of old memories. They might be staying at home quite a lot, or valuing they're valuing their home space at the moment. Put it that way, I believe. I think they do get quite a sense of comfort from that. They may have a dog. 2 dogs have shown up on their side. 2 cards with dogs have shown up on their side. They may have a dog. Energy between, please. Energy between. Energy between. A reversed Emperor. Energy between you. There's not much movement, hey? Things feel a bit stuck. 3 of Pentacles. Alright, okay. There is and 6 of Pentacles. There's a mutual energy of sort of collaboration here, actually, and teamwork. You may work together. 2 black cats have shown up in this reading. One or both of you may have cats. Particularly a black cat. I think you don't know what you want, and I think they're quite upset by it. I think you have a history together. You may even be childhood friends. You go well back. You know each other in the sense of a friendship, I think, primarily. There's this energy, this 2 of Pentacles energy between you, which was also showing up on your side of not knowing what's happening, not knowing what's going on. What is this? What is this between us? I think they have more of an idea of what they would want between you, because they're showing up as anxious and nostalgic. That 6 of Cups you see is a soul bond. I think they're more feeling the importance of the bond than you are. I don't know what's going on with you. We're going to dig in a minute. They would like some sort of sense of stability with you. They want to be generous towards you. They feel like they've got a lot to give you. You, on the other hand, I just don't feel like you know what you want. You don't know if they are your star. They are your star, yeah. Star being a kind of wish fulfillment. Like, you don't know if they're the one. That's how it's coming through to me. Now, look, I wouldn't normally say that because I have my own thoughts and feelings about the one, and I'm not really that invested personally in the concept of the one. But hey, it looks like the Aquarius I'm looking at is, and you're just like, I don't think they're the one. But there's more to it. There's more to it, Aquarius, because I think you're acting from a place of past wounding with this 9 of Wands. There's that 2 of Pentacles I was on about. There's a lack of clarity of what's going on here between the 2 of you. There's sort of a lack of stability about it with the reversed Emperor as well. It feels a little unstable. But at the same time, that 3 of Pentacles is nice. I don't think you're being... There's a willingness on your side to work out what's going on and work out the best way forward. There's a willingness. I'm not 100% sure about the capability, though, just purely because it feels like you don't really know what you want or how you feel. I don't know. Any more for Aquarius? The 8 of Pentacles and a sideways Empress. I just think there's a lack of self-confidence that's showing up for you, Aquarius, and I think that might be preventing you acknowledging what you want. I think that's behind you acknowledging what you want. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, yes, you do want this person and you don't recognise it, but what I'm seeing is that what is getting in the way of you knowing what you want, it appears to be a lack of investment in your own self-worth, a lack of belief in your own self-worth, something like that. And a lack of you're not sure you're capable. So there's such an air of capability in this card, like, you know, this is what I want, and this is how I'm going to put my time and effort towards it. This is how I'm going to invest towards it. It's almost like if you wanted this with this person, this King of Pentacles with this person, you don't know how you would put your pentacles towards it in that way, almost. I mean, it is at the Three of Pentacles stage between you. There's something there between you, to me, that feels quite solid. But it's small, and it doesn't exactly feel romantic at the moment. There's not many cups here, is there? The only cups is on their end, and that's the Six of Cups. So I think you just don't know if you want to put cups towards this, or if you want to keep it as a friendship, I think. And there's anxiety there on their end, because I think they want more. It's in the balance, it's being discussed. Shall we try and get some more advice for you? Any more advice for Aquarius, please? Seven of Cups. Yeah, you're confused. We know that. You don't... Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. You see, you've got 6 cups here that are like reversed, and there's 1 cup that's upright, and it's like you're asking yourself, is this person this 1 cup? Is this person this 1 choice? Oh God. You see, it comes back down to the 1. Look, I think, and yes, to a certain extent, this is me and my own views coming through here, okay, but I think examining the concept of the 1 is something that might be helpful for you. Yeah, because when the reason I have an issue with the concept of the 1 is this, like, it's this idea of there's someone out there who's perfect for me. And Aquarius, was your main reading not all about perfection? It was about, yeah, it was. If this is resonating, I would strongly recommend going and checking out like the hour-long reading I've just done for you. If you find the Aquarius playlist, it'll be in there. It's something about possible new love, overcoming the need for perfection. This would fit in with that, because that's what happens when you're invested in the idea of the 1. You want to find that other person who's perfect for you, and part of this seeking of perfection seems to involve like finding fault in another person and finding the reason why they are not the one. It's like as soon as you enter into that sort of situation with someone, you're hypervigilant to 9 of Wands, hypervigilant to finding that fault that means they therefore aren't the one, so that you can then move on to the next person and repeat the whole process with them. Okay, I'm just going to say it like that. So to a certain extent, this belief in the 1 is a semantics thing, but I think that's why the 1 can be a bit of an issue. And if you resonate with that, if you do believe you're doing that, then hopefully this coming up through the cards has been helpful for you. Good. Okay, you know, I don't want to push my cynicism about romance on you. It's not really cynicism, it's just realistic. I don't think I think there's no one perfect magical person for us out there. I don't think. Relationships need to be worked at. It's not just a case of writing something off as soon as something's happened that therefore means they're not the magical one, sort of thing. All right, Libra, 12922. I've written 29, whatever. Libra, let's have a look at you and how you're showing up in love, please. All right, Libra, what have we got for you? Okay. Oh, that was some loud shuffling. How's Libra showing up in love, please? Thank you. That's enough cards. The reverse King of Pentacles, you're not feeling very generous. 10 of Wands, overwhelm. 3 of Pentacles. Yes, the desire to have the desire to have good teamwork with someone, but there's doubts getting in the way. You are possibly sabotaging a situation here, Libra. All right, let's have a look at the person surrounding you. A reverse Death, a reverse 7 of Wands. See, and then they're not making their needs known to you. To the point that they want to end the situation, she says, as the 3 of Swords comes out. They're in emotional pain. I'm not sure if you're together or not. We've got a card of an ending here, and we've got death and rebirth. The death card is in reverse. You know, death's not a bad card. It's clearing the way. There's an energy here of you trying to clear the way so that you can move forward, I think. Whether that means you're together in the 3D or not, I wouldn't like to say. I'm going to get one more card for their side because I got 4 cards on your side and it only seems fair. Okay, oh gosh, it's a match. It's a 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands on both sides. You're both feeling overwhelmed, heavy, like there's no way forward. The death card, well, there is a way forward. The death card burns everything down so that there is a way forward, whether that's you two going separately forward or whether it's you two together going forward, I don't know. But there definitely is a way forward. The weight of these wands that's so heavy on your shoulders and on theirs can definitely be lifted, all right? Okay. The energy between you two, please. The energy between you two. I do feel like any ending is more, any ideas of ending this is more coming from your side because you've got this 5 of Swords out, which is sort of a bit of a sabotagey energy. But also because they've got death in reverse, which to me suggests a certain resistance to an ending, and they're in a lot of pain. They're in more pain than you. We've got 2 3s out. I don't know if that might be a third-party situation for some of you. There may be something else involved, the energy of something else involved. It could just be the energy of a job or something like that, but it could be the energy of another person that's getting in the way of this connection. I don't know. The energy between you, please. A 2 of Wands. Oh, sorry, a 3 of Wands. Anticipation. King of Pentacles upright. You were King of Pentacles reverse. Oh, it is anticipated that this situation is going to turn around and that you're going to be able to act generously towards one another again. Okay. Yes, there is an energy of mending between you so far. Let me see what else I get. Anything else for Libra between... Oh no, that's too many. What's the energy between these 2 people, please, for Libra? What's the energy between these 2 people? Right, okay, that'll do. A 2 of Cups reversed. And a 9 of Cups upright. There's a bit of a break at the moment, isn't there, between you? There's a bit of a break between you at the moment, but it doesn't feel totally final to me. The energy of kind of... It feels like a repair energy, and it feels like it's anticipated. The 3 of Wands tells me that it's anticipated. Both of you anticipate this being repaired, I believe. This is very generous and abundant cards that are coming out here between you. Look at how there's just all this fruit, and then there's all these grapes here. It just speaks of like abundance and generosity. That's not in your energy at the moment, because there's this energy of just being weighed down and overwhelmed, but there's the anticipation that this is going to be turned around. You're not the only one feeling overwhelmed. You've both got the 10 of Wands out. There's just the idea of the way being cleared so that this break can be repaired. It might feel in a bit of a void at the moment. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a permanent breakup to me. It doesn't feel like a breakup. It doesn't feel like you've decided to break up. I think you're both worried about it, but I don't think it's what either of you wants. I'm going to ask how you can get your King of Pentacles energy upright, Libra. I think that would be the most valuable thing for me to do at this stage, given how in depth I can really go with these readings. I will say on their side, I don't think they feel their needs are being met with the Seven of Wands. So I'm not even sure. I don't know if their needs are being expressed or not. They may not be. How much of that is their work to do, I don't know. Sometimes it can be because they're not being expressed. Sometimes it can be because they're being shut down by the other person. I don't think they're being expressed from what I'm seeing and feeling. But there's definitely an air of you sabotaging things a little bit here, Libra, so I don't know why you're doing that. And did any sort of generosity of spirit, it just doesn't seem to be there in you at the moment because you're overwhelmed. It's like you've just don't feel able to offer towards this somehow. In a small sense you are able to offer towards it in a Three of Pentacles sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's love between you still, but neither of you seem to be quite in that energy. It's there though. It's there in the energy between you. I can see it flowing between you, but I don't know. You do need to keep feeding that for it to continue. It's not just going to magically be there between you. So for them, I think they need to express their needs. That's going to help that flow. For you, you need to turn this King of Pentacles energy upright, which is why I'm clarifying, but I've not clarified. I just keep talking. Okay, let's see. How can we get this King of Pentacles energy upright for Libra, please? Thank you. A reversed Hierophant and a reversed Empress. Oh my God. There's something about the way that you've been brought up that's something about the way that you've been brought up that's preventing some sort of generosity of expression here. Partly societal, but partly from your parents. That's why the Empress is showing up. That's a mother. It doesn't have to be your mother. It could be any parental figure, but for many of you, you might find you resonate more with it being a mother. But there's something about your past upbringing and something about you might be from two different cultures. Oh, it's to do with the way you express. The way you have been expressing towards this person, they are not able to receive it. It's a love languages thing to a certain extent, possibly, but possibly a cultural thing. So you might express your love via giving gifts, whereas they might receive love by physical contact, cuddles, that sort of thing. There's some sort of disparity here in the way you offer love and the way they receive love. Okay, because they feel like their needs aren't being met. Yeah, that's what this is. And on your side, that comes from what's been modelled to you growing up. So what can happen between you to improve this situation then? I mean, I think it comes down to communication and compromise, really, doesn't it? Son of Pentacles, go steady with it. Go slow with it. Try and keep judgment and criticism out of it. Small steps, I think. It's not a conversation that can be rushed, and also like out of this conversation it may come the idea of what you can do to improve the situation, and then I think you just need to work steadily towards improving that situation. It's not a case of like some big romantic gesture that's going to save this situation. What's going to repair this situation is small, steady steps in the right direction, solid, small, steady steps. And the Mother of Swords has come out. Mother of Swords can be very critical, very cutting, very detached. So just watch out for that sort of energy, really. I think particularly you, Libra, may sort of enter into this energy of, oh, well, I'm so useless then. Oh, if all I do is buy you gifts and you hate them, I'm so useless. That sort of energy, which is never really particularly very helpful energy to bring to the table in a relationship. So that's kind of it for you, Libra. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful for you. Oh, we've just got 4 more signs to go. God, can I keep this up? Bloody hell. I don't know why I let these readings get so long. I'm going to be exhausted by the end of this. I wonder what the time even is. Dread to think. Okay, let's pack all these cards away. All right. Gemini, 14044. Where are you? You're here. All right, Gemini. How is Gemini showing up in love, please? How's Gemini showing up in love? How's Gemini showing up in love, please? A reversed Hierophant. Oh, God. What's that all about? Could be a recent breakup, but it... 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. All right. Oh, my God. I'm telling you. The amount of times I get the 6 and the 7 out together is ridiculous. So this appears something's ended here. Something got... yeah, I just want to have a tape recorder for when the 6 and the 7 of Pentacles come out. It's coming up in so many readings so much of the time. The honeymoon period was over. Your relationship hit a honeymoon period ending. So, you know, I'm talking about the infatuation stage, that lovely new beginning... novelty, all those fuzzy chemicals, excitement, spark, you know, that's not sustainable. It hits a point where shit gets real and you have to work out how to anchor your love in the 3D, or work out if it is love. Work out how you're going to grow this moving forward in a kind of practical sense, but also in an emotional sense more than anything, actually, to be fair, depending on what you want. But that's the whole thing. A conversation about what you want needs to happen. I don't know if it did or not, but you know, the idea of where are we taking this, how committed is this relationship. I feel like it's the relationship has stalled at this stage, or you could be actively discussing it at the moment, to be fair. You could. Let's look at your person. But with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, I'm not convinced, to be honest, that if you are discussing this, that it's going terribly well. It feels like somebody is more invested in this than somebody else, in all honesty, and I don't know who that is. But 2 of Wands on their end. Someone doesn't know what they want. Oh yes. Chariot is a card of choice, so, right? So you could be dealing with a Cancer, you could be dealing with a Taurus. As soon as that gets... so funny, I love tarot. So someone may be feeling pulled in 2 directions. They don't know what they want. 2 of Wands is a card of choice. It's reversed. I don't think they know what they want. I think you're giving more to this situation than they are. Gemini is what I think. Energy between you, please. Energy between you. A reverse King of Swords is not great. You're quite detached from each other. I think you're talking, but I think you're quite detached from it. Reverse 5 of Swords, reverse 8 of Pentacles. Doesn't bode well, my loves. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, you know, don't take this. If this isn't your reading, this isn't your reading. But this is not boding well. You know, you seem to still be together. You seem to be kind of trying to bumble your way through sort of this 7 of Pentacles stage of this relationship. What do we do to make this grow? It's an energy of evaluation, an energy of assessment. I mean, it sounds clinical, doesn't it? But I'm sort of assessing what you've got here, assessing how can we move forward. I'm not even sure what you do want. I think probably you, Gemini, are more aware of the need for this conversation to take place, more aware of the point of this conversation, more aware that, like, probably some sort of move towards some sort of commitment needs to be made, you know, for this relationship to continue. Whereas they do not know which direction they want to take this with you. They seem quite unsure. It's almost like they're lacking a certain curiosity towards this situation. So Page of Swords reverse feels like a lack of curiosity to me. And I think the best way to be able to openly discuss these matters is to have that energy of curiosity. I think it takes you so far. And I don't think they're embracing that energy. I don't think they're hugely open to discussing this. And I think you're thinking in quite practical terms, by the way. I mean, there's a love reading with no cups. I mean, arguably the Chariot, there's love in that card. But this context, I don't know. So between you, you've got a King of Swords, a reverse Five of Swords, an Ace of Pentacles. This is the energy between you. There's the idea that work needs to be done on this relationship, but you both seem quite detached from one another at the moment. I don't know. It's not boding well, I've got to say. I don't know how let's just look at your energy some more. See, because even though I do look at the energy of another person specifically in these readings, I still like to keep my focus on you. Where are we going? I'm going to go back to this deck. Tell me more about the Gemini, please. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Change. I think you're kind of alright, to be honest, Gemini. A Ten of Pentacles. You see, that's what you want with this person. You want that Ten of Pentacles. You want that longevity. You want to build a life together, a practical life together in 3D, I feel. I feel that's what you want. You possibly want to move in with this person. And this person's just like, I don't know about that. It's oh, it's come out again. 2 tens, 2 tens, 2 tens can be a wedding. And I've got a marriage. Oh my God. You may have proposed to this person and they may have been like, oh God, I don't know. But anyway, look, moreover, I think they have a lack of curiosity towards what a Ten of Pentacles could look like with you. And in that respect, I believe I'm looking at a Gemini who's actually quite firm in the conviction that if they are not capable of having that conversation, then I'm happy to turn around from them. And I'm, you know, this Wheel of Fortune, it's got that turnaround energy. It doesn't feel like, obviously it's not the most amazing, fun decision to have to make, but I feel like you're quite accepting and know what you want. And you're like, no, you want to grow this. You want to grow this. And they seem so unsure. And I see you as being quite, you know, not happy. Not happy to turn away from them and walk away from them. But I think actually you sort of feel like it's an unlucky situation. Like it's bad luck that you've ended up with this person with the Wheel of Fortune like that. So advice moving forward. Advice moving forward for Gemini, please. Advice moving forward for Gemini. An Ace of Cups. Oh, look. I think you can find someone new, Gemini. Truly, I think you are better off. Ace of Cups is new love, and it's not with this person. It's not a reconciliation energy. And Mother of Pentacles is... God, you're so pentacle heavy on your side. Yeah, I think you're quite rooted in the practical. You want to have a comforting environment for yourself. You want to have that home space. that home that you can come to at the end of the day, and it's peaceful and it's comfortable and it's calm. And yes, ideally it would be shared with somebody else, but if this person isn't down for that, then you are quite, not in a awful way, but like in a quite accepting way. I think you're quite capable of sort of picking yourself up and going, well, I'll find it somewhere else then. And I do believe you will find it somewhere else, with the Ace of Cups is coming out. Part of that is really focusing on yourself, being comfortable in yourself. That's how you will attract in that Ace of Cups, possibly by turning this energy a bit more upright. But it's still feeling, I think it's just quite tentative, this energy. I think you're absolutely capable, from what I've already seen, you're absolutely capable of embracing this energy of sort of self-nurturance, self-care. Yes, it's all lovely. You know, I'm sorry this person seems to not want to invest in that type of future for you, and they're so indecisive. I'm sorry. But I feel you sort of dealing with it quite well, Gemini, so I hope that's correct. I hope I haven't kind of trivialised your situation, but you seem to be, maybe it's happened a bit of a while ago for you, because you seem to be all right about it. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, all that nonsense if you like the way I read. Okay, let's move on now to Pisces. Pisces, where are we at? I really didn't intend for this to go on so long. 151.02. Alright, Pisces, no. How is Pisces showing up in love, please? How is Pisces showing up in love? How is Pisces showing up in love, please? How is Pisces showing up? Reverse Six of Cups, you're nostalgic. Oh my god. Tower, Sun. Oh my god. I think something came to quite a dramatic end. There was some sort of blow up, some sort of argument. I don't know. It felt a bit unexpected. I don't think you're accepting of the ending. Maybe it's not officially ended yet, but you're sort of in talks with someone. I don't know. Pisces person, please. Pisces person. Reverse Judgment. Knight of Wands. Yeah, someone might be asking you for a second chance here. I don't think they've got much to offer you though. Ooh, no. I don't like it. Love is in reverse. Oh, for fuck's sake. Pisces, I'm sorry. I don't love this energy for you, because we've got two Knights out. Knights take everything to the extreme. The Knight of Swords is out. It's in reverse. This is a flighty energy. Knight of Wands anyway is just inconsistent, in and out, not very stable. I think they might be asking you for a second chance, but you're like, well, a second chance at what? What have you got to offer me? I mean, do they have the potential to be a king? I don't know. I don't know. There's too much Knight energy here. I think you deserve better. Energy between these two people, please. Energy between these two people. This Taurus happened for a reason. Seven of Wands. Yes, it's quite defensive between you. A spark may have burnt out with the Seven of Wands between you. I don't think they can sustain it. Not with this Knight of Swords reverse. A reverse Ten of Pentacles. Oh, a Two of Cups though. Wow, this is tricky. This is tricky. Because we do have a Six of Cups out. I can't really overly clarify on these readings. What was that? Oh, I've lost that card. Oh, there it is. A Two of Wands. Two of Cups, a Two of Wands. I think things are a bit up in the air between you, eh? Oh, God, okay. So when they're there, they're great. Sometimes shit's really great between you two, isn't it? This is what's so confusing, what makes it so hard. Sometimes it really feels pure. It really feels reciprocal. But their energy's flighty, and then it's like they just disappear. Tough. And I think they've just come back from a period of disappearing, and they're like, give me another chance. And you're like, well, Oh, I don't know. I feel like the last time they disappeared, it was just a major upheaval, major shock. You've got the sun on your side. Like, that energy is available to you. The energy of the sun is available to you. Some sort of ending, some sort of... I think you found it very hard to accept, like the last time they just did a runner. I don't think it was complete ghosting, by the way. I think they probably ended it with you. And then you're left... But they didn't really give you a very good explanation, and then you're left like feeling all this emotional pain, but also not quite accepting that it's over. Probably not quite accepting that it's over because it's not the first time it's been over. I think this may be quite an on and off situation here, but it doesn't feel like it has longevity. It doesn't feel like you can build something stable. To me, it doesn't. The Two of Cups, you know, God, it's sad. This is sad, and I'm sorry to see it. You know, I think you probably feel like it's quite a unique bond with the Six of Cups, but at the moment, I think your feeling towards the relationship is sort of determined by memory, if you know what I mean. A lot of what's feeding your thinking, feeding your wish to be with this person. I think you want to be with this person. It's not really based on what's happening now. It's not really based on what the two of you are building towards. It's based on nostalgia. Yeah. But this energy of the sun is available to you. I'm gonna ask how do you get this energy of the sun, because I don't know. I don't think this person is offering you that type of life. I mean, maybe they might. Look, there is the possibility that they may be able to step up. I'm not ruling it out, but Four of Cups, I don't know. How can Pisces experience this sun energy? Eight of Pentacles. It's working on yourself. It's always comes down to that in tarot, doesn't it? It always does. You know, Eight of Pentacles, it's consistent, diligent, hard work. It's in reverse. Therefore, I'm relating it to a more internal energy, you know? Working on yourself, literally translated. The Empress, stepping into your power. And this is also about being responsive over being reactive, I think, as well. So, you know, when you're... how do I say it? There's a certain flexibility in the energy of this Empress. A certain adaptability. I don't know how to say it, but I think it's about adapting to being in your own energy, adapting. Maybe this situation could have gone for a little while here, and you're quite used to it. I think you're quite used to the in and out, and it's like you've got so used to this being on and off that's almost become your normal or something like that. Although something explosive has happened in this, something explosive has happened with this last break, whereby you are thinking, this is really it this time. Do you know what? I've really had enough this time. I want to pursue my own personal sun. Like, I'm not going to get it through this person. And I think that's a good attitude to embrace. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, when you embrace that type of attitude, because there's a certain independence and freedom about this sun, it may have the knock-on effect of causing them to step up. It may. I'm not going to dig around in their energy forever. It's not really my style. But this Empress is looking after herself. This Empress does not need an Emperor. She'd like one. She might be half keeping an eye out for one, but she doesn't need one. Anything else about how Pisces can reach their sun, get their sun? Oh, reverse Temperance. Interesting. Imbalance. Seven of Wands again on the bottom of the deck. Why is this Temperance here? Why is this Temperance here in reverse? I don't. You see, Temperance is quite, for me in this deck particularly, it is a soul connection. And I know it's a weird way of reading it, but I have my own particular relationship with this deck. It's two people's souls talking, and I sort of don't feel you're going to, at the moment at least, get this happiness from your two souls talking. This alchemy, it's quite an alchemical connection between you, I feel. You know, this, with this Temperance card, there's this idea, when it's upright, you know, of water and fire coming together to make something beautiful, even though the water should be putting the fire out. It's like in this particular Temperance card, it doesn't happen. It actually creates something beautiful, but it's in reverse. So it is almost like, at the moment, your two energies, they're coming together and they're not really creating anything good, I'm sorry to say. So I think at the moment, an independent energy is what's being advised and what is best for you. And I think you kind of recognise that, because even, I mean, your Ten of Swords is in reverse. I mean, it's not exactly, you can't just magically accept it, can you? It's hard to accept. This has been ongoing for a while. But this Tower, I think, has been a wake-up call for you. And you are just like, you have really done it this time. I don't know what this person has done to you, but to you, you're like, yo, you have really done it this time. I'm going to work on myself. Good attitude to embrace. I support you in doing that, Pisces. All right. I hope that made sense for you. Let me know in the comments. Like it if you know, got anything from the reading. If you like the way I read, do please subscribe if you've not already. It will help me pick up on your energy for next time as well. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Where are we going to move on to? It's Scorpio and Cancer next. Just two left. I'm exhausted. Goodness me. Okay. The video is still recording, and I don't know if it's split it up, so that's remarkable. Scorpio, hi. Yeah, I've changed. My phone did a number on me, so I'm re-recording yours and Cancer's reading, hence the change of lighting, hence I got dressed and put my hair up. Let's get you some cards. Let's see how you're showing up in love, Scorpio. Knight of Swords reverse. It didn't want to fall out though. How is Scorpio showing up in love? Love, 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 love. We've got a Knight of Cups. That's nice. What more can you ask for in a love reading than a Knight of Cups? The most extreme manifestation of the cups. Knights always take things to extremes though, that's the thing. Let's see what else you get. A Seven of Swords and an Empress. You're skirting around an issue. You're not being honest about something, Scorpio. You're not being honest with yourself about something. There's something about not joining in here. I don't know what that's got to do with anything. It might not even be relevant to a love situation, but I feel I have to say it. You're feeling like you don't want to join in. It's like there's some sort of festivity. It's not the right time of what year to use that word. Some sort of celebration that you don't want to join in with or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't really think that's relevant to a love reading, but maybe it's just a pointer that this is your reading. I don't know if that is something that's happening to you. And you're showing up as an Empress. I mean, you're awesome. You're sensual. You're sexy. You're a Scorpio. I mean, come on. Yeah, poor Scorpios. They get a right reputation, I reckon. Someone who knows their own worth, knows their own value. And there's this idea of you wanting to offer your cup of love to someone. Let's find out who. Let's see who's surrounding you. But there's a weird energy attached to the Knight. I'm seeing it as attached to this Knight of Cups. I know it came out with the Empress, but I'm seeing it as attached to the Knight of Cups. It's like you want to offer your cup of love to someone, but like you're kind of skirting around the issue or something like that. A reverse Queen of Swords. A Eight of Wands. I feel like someone has the desire to communicate with you. Whether communication is occurring, I don't know. I'll see when I look at this centre line the energy between you. The idea of wanting to take action, wanting to communicate with you, but this person's shut off from their emotions with the Queen of Swords in reverse here. I'll show you upright, it came out in reverse. They're looking towards you. You know, the way my cards have fallen with the Queen being in reverse, they're looking towards you. You're looking towards them. All your cards are looking towards them, in fact, even though in the Seven of Wands you're trying to sneak away from them. You are very much looking towards someone here in all your cards. And it appears to be reciprocated, but their energy is more one of detachment. Let's see what else we get. I don't know, I could get, you know, if I had the time I could get underneath that Queen of Swords, but I don't have the time, so I will be doing your full lengthy reading. Ooh. I've just done Pisces, you're up next, so your reading will probably be up on Monday, Scorpio. Judgment, ooh, Judgment, really? No wonder they want to communicate with you, because Judgment is my card of asking for a second chance. You know, if we're doing a love reading, yes, this is a card of asking for a second chance. So, are they in communication with you? I don't know, Scorpio, let me know, but I definitely feel the desire for that. And I would absolutely say you would be receptive to that. You know, Empress, feminine energy, a feeling of being receptive. Whew. High Priestess is between you. Wow, this connection is not messing about. This is... I feel like you have a psychic connection. How else can I say it? You've got the High Priestess between you. What do you want me to say? The High Priestess is the most psychic card in the deck. And it's come out as the energy between you. I mean, anything else? Oh, death. Okay. Right. So I get the impression that this connection is more in the 5D at the moment. In the 3D, I see a strong desire on someone's part to communicate, but I don't know, with this death card between you, it doesn't feel negative or heavy or bad, but it feels like a void, a space. The physical space between you is, there's a certain emptiness to it, is the best way I can describe it. Anyway, I think basically the literal translation of that is you're not actually talking. The energy between you, anything else? Page of Pentacles. A little message. And it's sort of going this way. A little message from you to them. Well, there's the... just talk about contradicting myself. Thanks for making me look like a tit, Spirit. There is the idea that there might be a little message. It's more towards the bottom of your reading. It's... it feels more like future-orientated energy, though, to me. I'm telling you. I mean, actually, yeah. Yeah, the possibility of a little message, a little exchange, something very small, very tentative. The Page of Pentacles is very tentative. Curiosity, there's an air of curiosity about it. I think it will be well received. It feels like it would be well received. Because they've got the Eight of Wands on their side. Like I say, they either are communicating with you or they have a strong desire to communicate with you. The reason I think most of them aren't communicating with you, like I say, that Queen of Swords is in reverse. I think that Queen of Swords, I would need to be seeing that Queen of Swords upright. I would need to be seeing this person more in touch with their emotions in order for that communication that they're thinking about to actually take place. But there's the feeling of resurrection about this. Oh, it's the Judgment card. It's a love reading. That's it. That's what we're talking about here. Yeah, there's this whole feeling of resurrection between you. It feels like a very powerful connection. You've got the High Priestess between you. Let me give you some advice, Scorpio. Reverse energies as it applies, by the way, but I am taking this as your energy. That was my intent. Seven of Swords is interesting, though. Tell me more about this Seven of Swords for Scorpio. The Devil. Oh my God. What are you deceiving yourself, Scorpio, here about your own desire towards this person, the strength of your desire? It's got a bit of an obsessive feel about it. I mean, that's what the Devil can represent, obsession, and then it's next to that Seven of Swords. Swords is about sort of thinking, rational thinking. There's a bit of a feeling of obsession on your side, Scorpio. I've got to call it when I see it. I just don't quite know how it relates to this Seven of Swords energy of deception. Tell me more about the nature of this deception. A Mother of Cups reversed. That's another psychic card. You see, the reversal, the reason it's come out in reverse is just purely so that when I lay it on my table, it's looking in that direction. It's just telling me that in this context, it's just telling me that a lot of energy is pointing towards them from you. Same with this coming out in reverse. She's quite forward facing, this particular Queen of Pentacles, but going that way, there's a lot of feminine energy on this side. You've got Empress and two Queens out. Yeah, so this Seven of Swords, deception, it's like, I feel like you're sending a lot of energy their way, and I think you're deceiving yourself about the amount of energy that you're sending their way. That's all I can really say about that, I think. And by the way, the Ace of Cups also fell out with these cards. You know, you've got the Mother of Cups, you've got the Knight of Cups, the way they've fallen. The energy flow is going that way. You love this person. Let's just put it in its simplest form, shall we, Scorpio? You love this person. I can see that. And you are sending a lot of it that way, but there's a certain... How can it be denial and obsession at the same time? I don't know if that's what it feels like. There's certainly someone you're hiding this energy from. It may be yourself. It may be someone. I don't know. Because you're sending an awful lot of energy their way. I feel like you don't want to admit... I don't know. You don't want to admit to yourself that this flow of energy is being sent their way. You'll have to forgive my translation sometimes because the way things hit me is... It's weird and hard to explain, and I just see flows, and yeah, I hope I'm getting it across to you all right. But then this Seven of Swords is like saying to me, no, I'm not doing anything. What do you mean I love them? What do you mean I'm sending energy their way? That's not me. All right, so I don't know, on some sort of surface level there's some sort of denial about this energy, and then next to that denial we have this obsession. So that's interesting, isn't it? I'm just wondering what else I could ask that might be useful. Let's just get a general advice card for you. A general advice card. I'm going to go to Thelema. I know that I'm doing his and hers, or them. That's not the right way of putting it. Them and theirs, or whatever. I know I'm doing two people, but I don't want to poke about in their energy too much. It's just not what I want to do. The Queen of Pentacles has come out again reversed. Okay. So I think you're really being told to get this Queen of Pentacles energy that has come out twice. I think you're really being told to get it upright. Queen of Pentacles is about... The Queen of Pentacles is absolutely fine on her own. She is happy in her own skin. There's a certain sense of independence about her. Very comfortable, relaxed, I'm going to say. Comfortable in her surroundings. Comfortable in her own home as well. Very motherly energy, very nurturing. I mean, you may well have a child, literally. So I think it's about embracing that upright Queen of Pentacles energy for whatever reason. I feel like things between you will have the potential to flow better if you embrace that energy, Scorpio. Okay, I hope that made sense. There you are, right in the centre of your own reading, hey? Yeah, as you should be. As you should be. Alright, Scorpio, I hope that made sense. Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you got anything out of it, you know. If you've not subscribed, do so. It helps me pick up on your energy for next time. Helps the channel grow and all that jazz. So we're going to move on to Cancer now. Alright, Cancer. Oh, I can't write a timestamp down because because I'm mashing two separate videos together. Because I had to do you and Scorpio separately. Because my phone decided it would stop recording and then I had to get on with life. So then I got dressed. So I'm now doing your reading dressed, Cancer, which is nice for you. Everybody else got me in my nightie. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Let's have a look at you, Cancer. All right. How's Cancer showing up? Two Pentacles reversed, a Five of Pentacles, and a Fool. Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Conflict. So I was getting that off the Two of Pentacles anyway. You're wavering and not knowing what to do about something. You're feeling quite cold. You're feeling quite out in the cold, I should say, Cancer. Possibly you're feeling like someone's abandoned you. Your person's abandoned you. You're feeling like your person's abandoned you, and there is a kind of the idea of a new start here. But let's look at their energy and the energy between you before I say too much about this situation. But it definitely looks like you possibly desire some sort of new start, whether it be on your own or with this person who you feels abandoned you. I don't know. Let's look at your person's energy, Cancer. Thank you. Judgment. Oh my goodness, that came out just now for Scorpio. And the Seven of Swords. Oh, that also came out in the Scorpio reading. Fancy that. Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Do I have two people here who are mirroring each other? Do I? I don't know. So your person, there's a person here who is deceiving themselves with the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Swords has all the markings of an ending. Something's ending. Something's ended. And of course the Judgment card really is about resurrecting something from the past. So it looks like we've got someone here who wants to resurrect something from the past. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Let's look at the energy between you. The energy between this Two of Swords. Whew. Your energies are butting up against one another. There's confusion. Indecision. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Okay, oh, that's a lot of cards down the centre for me to deal with, thank you. Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Star, Reverse Chariot. You are the Chariot, Cancer. That's your card. You've come up in reverse. I feel like you're not quite feeling yourself at the moment, Cancer. There you are in reverse next to the Star. The Star, the Star, the Star, the Knight of Cups. There's love here. There's love here. There's healing here. I believe there's something healing about this connection between the two of you with the Star card out like that. And it also represents what both of you deeply desire. There's the idea here of I don't even know if you're together or what on earth. Just I need more on the energy between these people. I don't think, because the Two of Swords is in reverse. The Two of Swords. Are these the Chariot's in reverse? You know, the Chariot is kind of a flow of love. It's in reverse. Don't mind my mumbling. Do you know, I'm so tired, Cancer, and I'm sorry. I just need an indication, please, if these people are together, so that these lovely viewers can work out if this is their reading or not, please. Are these two people together in communication? What's happening? Ten of Swords. Right, okay, then. No. It was already there, wasn't it, on their side? Ten of Swords. No, so something's ended between... This is... Something that's ended. There's been an ending, which is kind of sad, because there's a star between you. There's a Knight of Cups between you. There's this beautiful feeling of healing. There's this beautiful feeling of love between you. But then there's also this stalemate energy, I want to say. Like, a bit of a strange energy of how your energies are butting up against one another in a way that's not causing anything good to happen. The Chariot in reverse, you see the Chariot has a sort of beautiful flow about it. When it's in reverse, that flow is not present. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Oh, I mean, they're feeling the ending. This person, it was in their energy, to be fair, and we've got the Five of Pentacles there. I should have called it, really. I shouldn't have really needed an extra card, but, you know, I did, and I got one. So we've got someone on this side, Cancer, who looks like your person, who really does look like they would desire resurrecting this. I'm not sure, like, if you said that to them, they'd admit it, because there's a Seven of Swords attached to them, which is a bit of a self-denial. I mean, the moon's present in that card. I don't know. What can I ask that's going to help you here, Cancer? I don't know. I can see you're wavering. You're both bottom of the deck for both of you. You're matching. And this is buried. I would say with it being on the bottom of the deck, it's buried. So both of you have this kind of sense of conflict surrounding this that isn't going the lovers just wanted to pop out. It isn't going terribly... It's not being terribly well acknowledged by either of you. God, normally the Five of Wands doesn't get to me, but, like, I'm going to turn these decks over, I'm sorry. Yeah, that, like, that's what you guys want to do, isn't it? You just don't, you don't want any part of that energy. Oh, it's icky. Cancer, I don't know what that's all about. I've never been so distressed by a Five of Wands. I mean, Five of Wands is conflict. It's not nice. It's not, but it's solvable. It's kind of petty once you really look at it in the big scheme of things. It's the type of thing that, like, you know, it's not really going to have any once you sort it out, it's then not going to have any significance. But I guess neither of you have looked at it. There's an avoidance of some sort of conflicts here on both of you. I can't tell you how much this energy is killing me. I know I'm tired, but, like, it feels really distressing actually. So and it's on both of your sides. God, there's some sort of issue that's gone unaddressed here. And it's just that it didn't need to grow, and it's grown and grown and grown, and it's like it didn't need to, because it's just a Five of Wands. A Five of Wands isn't that big a deal. With good communication, a Five of Wands really can be dealt with in a relationship, but somehow both of you are so... No, let's bury that. To the extent that I, as the reader, just had to turn both those cards over. Like, neither of you want to look at it. What is that all about? And then it's producing this energy between you. It's kind of stalemate, because it's like, well, there's nothing to see here, nothing to look at, whatever. Okay. This Fool energy. Let's look at this Fool energy for you, Cancer. So do you want a new beginning with this person, or on your own, or what is... Tell me more about this Fool for Cancer, please. Ten of Pentacles. I mean, it's comfort, it's safety, it's a home space that you've worked hard to build with another person, I'm going to say. Tell me more about this Fool. Tell me more about this Fool. I knew it was going to be an Ace of Cups. I just knew it was going to be an Ace of Cups. Cancer, do you want to restart something with this person? Because they look like they want to restart something with you. Anything else about this Fool, please? Anything else about this Fool? Four of Cups. What do you have to go and throw that in for, Cancer? Right. Disappointment. Missed opportunity. It's missed opportunity. Sorry, so, because it's coming through on a surface level as a sort of apathy in a sense, and that's because this bloody Five of Wands shit is buried, and there's a part of you that's like, no, nothing to see here. But, you know, read alongside all these cards, we're talking, have I missed an opportunity here? Yes. Have I missed an opportunity here to have a Ten of Pentacles with this person who you probably don't know it, Cancer, but they're showing up in your reading as wanting another chance. Okay. Even if there's an air of denial about it. But the Judgment is a major arcana card. It trumps everything else I'm seeing on their side. Okay. And then you've got this energy of a new beginning on your side. And yet between you, there's this Ten of Swords and there's this stalemate energy. So I just feel... And then these Five of Wands on the bottom of both the decks. I think you both need to look at your own Five of Wands, or... Well, this is a Five of Wands that you've created together, isn't it? This is... This Five of Wands needs to be looked at. That's all I can really say. I don't want to have that energy flying out at me. And I get that you don't want it either. I can feel your resistance to examining that Five of Wands energy. But if this Fool is going to be realised, this new beginning, if this Judgment card that they seem to also want, if that's going to be realised, if these energies are going to be properly realised, which they're not at the moment, but, you know, if there is a star between you, there's healing, there is an energy of healing available between you. If you want that energy to be realised, I really think the advice is that you have to find a way of dealing with these Five of Wands, and I'm not quite sure what that is because this is only a mini reading, so look out for your lengthy readings that are coming up beginning of the next week, okay? Am I right that I've just done Pisces? I've lost track. No, I've lost track of where I'm at. Next week, certainly, at some point, there will be a more lengthy reading up. And maybe this will come up again and maybe we can dig into it deeper, because there's only so much I can do with these short reads, as frustrating as it is for me, because I am the nosiest woman on the planet, I swear to God. But You will know. You will know the nature of your Five of Wands and what you're avoiding looking at. And the thing is, I'm not sure it was that big, but it's just the fact that it's not been looked at has caused it to grow, and it feels so icky because there's been a denial. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. Like it if you liked it. Share, subscribe, all that nonsense. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.